Welcome to my guide of how to unlock the cow level in Diablo 4. In this series I will give you a step-by-step guide on how to complete the sometimes very complicated steps in order to unlock the different items for the cow level. I will also update this series as new information comes to light with regards to the cow level. Plenty of information shown in this video is courtesy of the Wowhead article about finding the cow level and the cow level Discord community. So shoutouts to them and let's go. This first part of the series will cover the steps needed to acquire the first key item for the cow level, the stamina potion. First of all, what you have to do is acquire 3 different white items: the intricate metallic fragment, the bloody wooden shard, and the musty tome. In order to get these items, you will have to kill a lot of cows, but you have to be very strategic about which cows you kill and where. One of the previously mentioned items is guaranteed to drop after killing the 666th cow on a character that hasn't gotten one of the items before. So this 666 cow rule only works once per character. Therefore, the idea of the farm is the following. You want to kill 666 cows on one character, get an item, and 666 cows on the second character, get the second item, and another 666 cows on the third character and get the last item. Unfortunately, this gets even more complicated because the item that you get depends on where the 666 cow dies, in which zone. Depending on the zone, you will get a different item. If the last cow dies in Kyrgyzstan or Havazar, then you will get the bloody wooden shard. If the last cow dies in the Fractured Peaks or Skoskalan, then you will get the musty tome. And if the last cow dies in the dry steppes, then you will get the intricate metallic fragment. So based on this information, I recommend the following farming route. I found that the most amount of cows you can kill per minute is located here in the dry steppes. Here you can rotate between 4 spots where cows are very likely to be spawned, and this way you will be able to get the most cows per hour, if you can say something like that. So log on to your character and walk through these spawn points where cows can appear and just kill the cows. Any type of AoE damage will instantly one-shot the cows as they only have 1 health. I recommend using a sorcerer because the firewall spell is excellent for this. You can do this on any difficulty with any character and it will work. Once you are done with 1 round, so once you checked all the possible spawn locations, what you do is instantly log out and log back in, and then do the route in an opposite direction. So starting from the last spawning point to the first spawning point. With this, I was able to kill 4 to 5 cows every time I did this route. And it took me less than 2 minutes each time. So with this, you should be able to very easily farm 666 cows, and when the last cow dies, then it will drop the intricate metallic fragment, and once again, this is the drop because you are located in the dry steppes. Okay, so using this method, you managed to get 1 of the 3 key items you need from the cows. What's next? Next, you should get the second item, but we still want to take advantage of the 666 cow rule, and you can only do that 1 time per character. So what we want to do is get another character. It doesn't have to be high level. You can do this in normal difficulty with a level 5 sorcerer or something. So you have to log on to another character and do the same thing as before. So the same location, the same cows, the same route. You should do this around 100 times or so, and this way you will be at around 400 to 500 cows killed. An easy way to count the number of runs you've done is going to simplecounter.app, and at the simplecounter.app you can calculate the number of rounds you've completed so far, and you should stop at around 100. The reason we farm the majority of cows here is that it is much faster to kill cows here at this location rather than the respective zone that we're going to later. So once you've completed the 100 rounds, you should go to your next location, which is going to be here near Zabrinzet. And we're going to be running around between those points on the map because cows very commonly spawn there. We're going to continue running around between these points, logging in and logging out after we've seen both of them, and killing all cows in the process. When the 666th cow is killed, it will spawn a red pentagram-like effect, and it will drop the bloody wooden shard. Again, the method that we used is we killed the majority of the cows, around 400 to 500 of them, back in the dry steppes because it's much faster to kill them there. And then we went to Havazar, just south of Zabrinzet, and alternated between two very common cow spawn points and killed all the cows until we got the last kill. And since in terms of the loot, only the location of the 666th cow matters, so because of this cow is located in Havazar, we got the bloody wooden shard as a drop. For our last remaining relic, the musty tome, we're going to use a very similar strategy. We're going to go back to our original farming spot in the dry steppes. We're going to farm around 400 to 500 cows there, alternating between our trusty spawn points. We're going to calculate the number of runs that we did using the simple counter at simplecounter.app, or you can use any other device that can track your number of rounds. Next, we have to teleport all the way to Skosklan, and we're going to alternate between these two spawning points of cows. We're going to kill any cow that we see and log out after checking each of the spawning points, and then repeating this until we manage to kill a total of 666 cows. After the last cow, a pentagram will appear and the musty tome will be dropped. So by this time we managed to kill 3 times 666 cows using 3 different characters, and we managed to obtain the 3 relics. Fortunately, at this point we are done with the majority of the farm and there's no more time-consuming events left to do. Next, you should move to Ket Bardu, more specifically to the part of the town where the fountain with the 4 oxen are located. You will notice that normally only one of these oxen is interactable. What you have to do is drop all 3 relics that you just obtained into the fountain and then pick them up again. You will notice when you drop each item into the fountain, there will be a small white effect up on the top of the oxen, indicating that they have now become interactable. After you've picked up the relics from the fountain itself, then interact with the 3 remaining oxen, and when you finish interacting with the 3rd, there will be a strange key dropped into the fountain itself. This will be the key to our next location, the Forlorn Hovel. The Forlorn Hovel is located at the very eastern tip of Scotland. Some players even say that this part of the map looks like a head of a cow. Anyways, when you get there, you will be able to open the door if you have the strange key in your inventory. From this point, you will be able to enter and reset the Forlorn Hovel anytime you want. However, only this one character will be able to enter, and the strange key will disappear from your inventory once you open the door. So you have to choose which character will have access to this hovel from this point on. Inside the hovel itself, you will find a bunch of dead humans and a lot of living cows who seem to have murdered them. These cows will also turn and look at you all the time until you kill them. And you will have to kill them because when the last cow dies, it will drop the stamina potion, which is the target of our farm. Currently, the effects of the stamina potion are not known. Most likely it will be needed to open the cow level later on when it gets added to the game. In addition to that, you can farm an unlimited number of stamina potions by leaving and resetting the howl. You can also give this stamina potion to any of your alts because it can be placed in your stash. And this was part 1 of my video series on how to get into the cow level in Diablo 4. If you're interested, you should check out part 2, which deals with the additions regarding the cow level in the Vessel of Hatred expansion. Thank you for watching, see you guys next time.